How's it going, everybody? I'm back here with another video, and I wanted to kind of take a break from movies for a little bit and talk about a game that I just finished recently. And I had finished it before in 2018 when the game first came out. As you guys, you already know what I'm talking about, and that is God of War. This game right here is really special to me, man. 2018 was a year it was. I remember it being for me personally. It was a pretty wild year, but also I remember that for gaming, this year was above all else. You had God of War, you had Red Dead Redemption 2, you had Spider Man, you had a couple others, and you could. I mean, honestly, at this point, I felt like gaming couldn't be touched. I felt like that this would go down as the greatest year for gaming, hands down. I just think it had so many great single player experiences that I was like, I don't think any year can get better. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, even though we've had great releases, we've had good years. This year is one of them. Good releases. I don't think we'll ever get a year like 2018 because in 2018 we got this masterpiece, God of War 2018. So guys, if you're watching this video, thank you guys for coming to this video and thank you for checking me out and checking out the channel. Would you please, if you wouldn't mind, before you leave this video, could you mind going to our page while you're on our page? Would you mind subbing to the channel for us? It really appreciated and liking this video. Let us know if this content is entertaining for you guys. This is a different kind of video. I'm using a lot more gameplay that I have and I've recorded over the past year, and just want to do more of a voiceover. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, we're just going to talk about everything that I really enjoyed and that I really love about this game. So, uh, where do I begin? I mean, there's not. I don't know really what's the best way to start this video. So I'm just gonna just talk about things that I love about it. The world is so good. The world is so beautiful, man. I'm not a huge like Norse mythology guy. I don't really know much about the ins and outs of the mythology, all the people that come into play when it comes to Ragnarok and all these bigger stories within Norse mythology because it's so wild, it's so weird, it's so wacky, but it's so interesting. And it's such a perfect world, a perfect culture to kind of study in a game like God of War. And in this game, you're in Midgard. You're in the Norse version of Midgard, and you see these things that are within the culture, and it's just it's breathtaking, man. Just seeing these mountainscapes of Jotunheim, or going to Anaheim or Helheim. Even Helheim, you think of a place that has hell in the title. It's like this fiery prison, but no, it's actually like an ice filled world, and it's cold and it's dark, and just the tone of these places, each realm that you can go to in this game is it's so top notch, man. I just think as far as world building, it's 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 nothing like it. Um, but yeah, the world itself, all these realms, and I can't wait for God of War Ragnarok because you'll be able to go to Asgard and things like that, and it's just man, I just know if it's so breathtaking 2018, I'm sure it will not disappoint in Ragnarok. But yeah, the world is it's top notch, man. The story. Um, I'm not a father, and I hope to be one within the next year or so. Um, but playing this game, I can totally understand it with these fathers out there, how this game can really, you know, um, how this game can really speak to you, and how you can really see yourself in this role as Kratos, because you're Kratos is this older guy. He's just God. He not an older guy. He's an older God, and he's full of rage. We've seen the things Kratos has done, and for him to calm himself to try to raise his son that honestly he probably didn't want, to be honest, and to learn to grow a real connection with him is such a touching story. It's almost reminiscent of Joel and Ellie in The Last of Us. It's very it's a good fatherly story, and it's really really it takes me back sometimes when I see some of these scenes where you can see Kratos is battling this war within himself, but he just wants to be a good father to Atreus and to show him the way that gods don't have to be assholes, and that's essentially his whole thing. Is he knows he's killed all the gods. He's been around all these Greek gods, and his father Zeus, who was just the biggest asshole of them all. And I'm pretty sure there's a scene in the game where he tells him that we can be different. Like when he finally has a revelation and he tells Atreus who he truly is, he said, "Look, we can be different. We don't have to be the way gods are. We can be different." And it's such a powerful um, scene. It's a powerful story in that regard. I love the dynamic between Atreus and Kratos, and it's really fitting, and I can't wait to see more of it in Ragnarok. It just I just going back and playing it, I just forgot how good they were together. Um, but yeah, visually, man, just to go to another thing. I mean, visually, the graphics were top notch, even in 2018, man, and that's not that long ago. It feels like a long time ago, but it really wasn't. But visually, I mean, this game is like no other. I don't. It's so wild to me that we're at this point. I was talking to Jan on the podcast um, the other day, and I'll put a card up at the top of this video so you can go watch it because it's really good. Um, I was talking to Jan about it. I said, look, how much farther can games really go as far as graphically? Because when you got games like God of War and Red Dead 2 and Spider Man where these games are like lifelike. I mean, it's nuts. And Jan was like, yeah, I don't know. I think we're at a point now where it's not that they can't get better because I'm sure graphically you can have more details. Graphically, you can make the character models look more realistic, like they're doing with the Last of Us remake and stuff. But as far as the graphics themselves, I don't know. But it's pretty nuts. This game came out about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and it looks amazing. I'm playing it on PS5, 60 FPS, and dude, it is a treat to play. Now I've already finished it. I'm working on the Valkyries, which brings me to my next thing. The end game material is really good. If you're a big Elden Ring person, fight the Valkyries. You'll really enjoy that. I'm not a big Elden Ring guy, but the Valkyries, they're fun. It's a good challenge, and it's fun to play because it's something rewarding at the end. These Valkyries play an integral part to the story, um, and it's really awesome. It's just really it's a really fun experience. Um, the the world building, the gameplay, the graphics, the storytelling. It's just really 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 well done. And I just don't think there's many games that do it as good. The music, to talk about the music for a second. Some of the best music. I have the whole soundtrack downloaded to my phone, and it's got that very Norse feeling to it, but it also has that God of War feel. Like you don't feel like you're not listening to a God of War soundtrack. If I could put some of the music in this video, I would with it if I didn't get in trouble. Um, but the music, man, is so it's so good, man. It is so good, and it's so fitting with the story. The story has that darker feel, that kind of bleak. It's hopeful at first, but it has like that darker feel, and the music does that. And so when Kratos has to kind of be himself and let his rage out, it's so fitting with the story because it's he's trying not to show Atreus that real side. So when he has to, it's really impactful, man. Dude, the game is a classic. I know I probably sound like I'm rambling on. This video is kind of half-assed. I just know I wanted to put another one out there before the week was over, and I know it's only for me it's only a Tuesday, but my weeks go by really quick. Dude, the game is a masterpiece, and I don't say that lightly. I would say if you guys haven't played it, what are you doing? But if you have played it, I think it's definitely a return back to form. I think you should definitely pick it up, play it through again. If you got a PS5, there's no harm in it. 60 FPS, graphics the best they'll ever be. There's a lot of things to like here. There's a lot of things that you'll kind of forget that you saw, and the things that you really enjoyed, you'll remember them when you first played them in 2018. And that's how I was the whole game. The whole game, I was like, wow, I forgot this happened, or wow, I forgot this gameplay mechanic was there. And like I say, I mean, the gameplay was changed substantially since the original ones, and it works, man. It works with your axe and your chaos, your blades of chaos, and it's
All of this just works. It's not, I'm not kidding.
and I don't. If I'm being a smartass, I'd put a little snippet of Todd Howard from Bethesda saying that everything does work though. It does. It works really well, man. And I, I I think Santa Monica Studios is probably one of my favorite studios right now because of the narrative that they've come out with in recent years. So, look, that's all I got for you, man. What do you guys think about God of War? Is it a masterpiece? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you wish it was kind of like the old games? Let me know down in the comments. I'm always open to other opinions. I just don't. There's not many games to touch this game. It's right up there with me. So I'm just curious to see what you guys think. As always, like I said before, like this video if you don't mind, and sub into the channel for more content like this. And I'll try to do a little bit more game stuff. I want to try to. I'm doing a lot of movies, which is kind of like the subject of the channel. But I will always, once in a while, come back and talk about a game every now and then if I feel like I need to talk about it. And for God of War, I felt like it was worth it. So, with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And stay dead, my friends. We'll see you on the other side.